Well, good morning and welcome along to another edition of Adventures with Otis. Just a quick location check though. We are overlooking the hills of Baysleg and the Greg, and here's Otis. Good morning. You ready for your walk? So we've just left the roads behind. We've walked along Baysleg Road and found this gate leading to this woodland walk. And from the little bit of information on the gate, it said this is known as the Gollars. Well, I do have a little bit of information under my belt about this place. I've always wanted to venture around it. So as we wander, I'll give you a little bit of info. The first thing to do is look at the view to the west. You can see Flatholm and Steepholm. In the foreground, this is the old LG building. And as we walk along a little bit further, I don't think we can see it from here, we should be able to make out the old Inmos building and the grounds of Tredegar House. Now, back in the heyday of the Morgans, this was all part of Tredegar House. And directly beneath us there we have the statistics office, and behind it I don't think we can actually see the roof of Tredegar House, but it is there. Nope, can't quite see it with my naked eye either. But give you an idea of where we are. We're sort of north east of Tredegar House at the moment. Otis enjoying sniffing out a different wood. It's a very windy morning, so hopefully you don't have too much wind noise from me. And from this angle we're actually looking directly across at Cardiff Headland. And you can see the M4 motorway as it swings its way around the western side of Newport at junction 28. Wow, it really does boast some lovely views from here. Really panoramic. Wow, it really does. Okay, we'll take a little bit more of the viewing whilst we're ascending. As I said, yeah, the Morgans owned all this back in the heyday of Lord and Lady Tredegar. Eventually it was left in the hands of Newport Corporation to take it on back in the 70s. And the path that we're on at the moment leads us around to an estate which was built in the 1950s. And that estate is the Gaer Park. Why is it called the Gaer Park? Because the Gollars lead on to the Gaer Park. And at the Gaer Park, it's renowned for an Iron Age fort. So Iron Age was around about the sort of 1750s, wasn't it, before Christ? And I think the Iron Age was something like 750 to about 90 BC or thereabouts. And an amazing view there of the transporter bridge through the cutting. What do you think, Otis? Nice place to venture? Oh, he's checking out his senses. Ah, now here we can see the roof of Immos. Okay, which was Immos. I can't remember for the life of me what the semiconductor plant is called now. And there's also an aerial array in the foreground, in the woods. Oh, it's not. It's a cherry picker. There we go. I thought it was some form of aerial, but it's actually a cherry picker. And I'm trying to make out the name on the side of the building without success. But directly behind these buildings is Tredegar House. And I'm looking, and for the life of me I cannot see the top of the house at all. Are you digging already? What have you found? What's that? Is it a stick? Okay. Was it a root? That's okay. You can play with that. Well, it started off very rainy, so we're hoping that it dries up a bit, and hoping the sun comes out sometime this morning. Right, we got choices. Well, I can see part of the name now. The last part is Gina, I think it is. So yeah, I should know the name of this company, and I don't for the life of me. And because I'm using the phone to record this, unfortunately I can't even check on Google. So Otis, we got choices. We go that way towards the Transborough Bridge, or that way up the hill. Otis wants to chase a rabbit over that way. Come on, let's go on up the hill. Let's go and get a decent view, because I got no idea how long this is going to take to traipse around these woods. Beautiful long grasses. And you can see the purple coming through, the heathery sort of colour coming through. Beautiful. It's funny to think though, isn't it, that these paths have been worn into the landscape since 700 odd years before Christ. And there were people living up here in a settlement. At one time there was a wooden castle built with a small moat around it. So that's something to look out for. We'll be looking for remnants of a moat. I don't believe anything will be left of the castle, although archaeological digs probably found something or other in time. I'm guessing we're going this way, as Otis has headed this way. Oh, you're a funny chap. You seem to know where you're going though. Just having fun, Dad, just having fun. Well, this path looks as if it's large enough to drive a car up. There goes Otis Thunderbolt. Wow, now, I recognise this area from some photographs. I belong to a model airplane club called the Gaer Model Flying Club, which are based down Marshfield. But they got the name Gaer Model Flying Club from the days when they used to fly from a clearing at the Gaer Park. So back in the 1980s, you would have heard a buzz in the skies on a Sunday morning from a group of enthusiasts flying scale model aircraft around here. And this is the clearing. And I've intended coming up and gone looking for this many times, and today Otis and I get to discover it for ourselves. It really does boast some lovely views up here. Over to the left, I can just about make out Macon aerial up on top of Mynydd Macon. I can make out Tumbalum. Of course, there was a bit of a cairn and a fortification up at Tumbalum as well, at the Tumpeth. We don't believe it was actually a fort that came under attack. We believe it was a livestock settlement. So basically a Stone Age or even a Iron Age farm. So this is the open land where the Model Flying Club used to fly. I prefer the field we're at now, to be honest. And very close to the housing estate over there at the Gaer. Just about make out the houses peeking through the trees. Oh wow, the view just gets better and better. Otis making his identifier everywhere. Now, I'm guessing where this all levels off. Otis just spotted a rabbit. Otis! This way! This way! Otis! Okay, perhaps we'll go his way if that's a path. It doesn't look like a path as such. Come on, boy! Well, he's found something very important and very interesting over there. Perhaps he's found an Iron Age jug or something. Wouldn't that be interesting? What have you found, Otis? You haven't? You just want us to go that way? Okay, come on then. We'll walk this way around. It's certainly looking more like a possibility that this is the start of the circular sort of dugouts that they used to do around the fortification. So we'll take it that this may have been part of the moat, and the castle, wooden castle, I guess, would have been deep in the tree area. I'm certainly not going to walk through the ferns to take a look. And a quick time check, it is just gone 5:20 in the morning. So it's just us silly people out at silly o'clock. Otis was up again at 4:30, begging to go out. So, yes, I gave in to his requests and headed off. This would have been a fantastic place for a fort, actually, because I wouldn't be surprised if they held beacons up here as well to wow. So looking across there at Somerset, right the way around to Baysleg and Macon. We'll find a better spot where we can see the aerial at Macon Mountain and the Tumpeth at Tumbalum. Well, what an enchanting place. So for many years this was known as the Tredegar Fort, whilst it was under ownership of the Morgan family, and then when Newport took it on they renamed it the Gaer Fort. And this really looks like it's a dugout moat going around the tump up here. I wouldn't be surprised if we're very near to their settlement. Oh, you got no idea what the forestation would have been like back in the Iron Age. It may be that a lot of this foliage and trees were barren, and they would have had amazing views all around them. Perfect site for a fort. And this also looks like a curvature dugout in the earth. I wonder what tools they use. You know, I know it's the Iron Age. They must have had picks or something that they'd made. Must have taken forever to dig out these moats going around. Very tempted to walk around that way, Otis, because we look as if we're coming to the pinnacle. Absolutely amazing view across at Flatholm and Steepholm. It's a bit dark and murky today. Otis has got other ideas. Come on, Otis, let's carry on this way. Come on, young man. Well, I think we'll head this way, Otis. Straight up this bank. This looks really intriguing. Wait at the top, Otis. It's a good boy. Well, this is definitely a mound, and we're definitely up above. Wow, we're certainly getting close. I can feel the shivers in my spine. Oh, I bet in the spring it's wonderful up here with the all the wild flowers. Something we need to do one day. Wow. And into the woodlands. Do you know what? I'd hazard a guess that this would be where the fort would be. Really think so. Let's take a little wander around this way. Otis. Wow. Look, I didn't realise that the Iron Age people had rope swings. They've left one behind. Wow, okay. It's all according how large this wooden castle would have been, Otis. What have you got? Oh, a little bit of charcoal. Otis, leave it. We'll find a decent bit of wood. It's a good boy. Leave it behind. Let me get a stick for him instead. Otis, fetch. 1, 2, 3, go. That's a good boy. That's a bit more healthy for you. There's a real sense of eeriness here. Really is. To think that we're marching around a house or a dwelling place that's over 2,700 years old. I think we've circumnavigated that area, Otis. We have. We're back up by here. That's okay. We'll carry on around. You can bring your stick. So we headed up that bank just now. We'll take a tour around the edge of the mound. I bet these oak trees could tell a tale or two. Wow. Certainly could, couldn't they, Otis? Oh wow, here we are. Here's the viewing point I've been looking for. If I just zoom in on the Tumpath at Tumbalum, you see the little pinnacle. That would have been a fortification at some time, but only for livestock. And then you have the Usk Valley, which is all part of the Sahawi Valley. And then you have Mynydd Macon, which is the big hill above Macon. And on this side you have Riska. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful views from up here, Otis. We should have chosen a nicer day though, shouldn't we? Next time we come up, the sun will be shining. Cool. Otis, let's walk this way. That's a good boy. Well, I tell you, it's a great place to wander around. And absolutely full of history. Otis, come back this way. Otis! Come on boy, this way. He disappeared off into the woodlands again. Wait there, Otis. Ooh. Full of cobwebs and things. Why did we come this way, Otis? I know, because I'm following you. But it's intentional. Otis, this way. Right, wait by here. No, you wait. I'm just taking a quick shot down over Glaslook. This is the Glaslook area of Newport. And right beneath us is the Baysleg Road. And we walked up from down that way, Otis. And in the distance we can see Pontypool. And this takes us to All Terrain, which is another high point in Newport. And we'll take a walk up there one day and maybe walk down to the Monmouth and Brecon Canal from there. That would be good. Okay, Otis, let's carry on. This is a real adventure for you, Otis. Oh, there we go. Here's the mud. Otis loves a little bit of mud. Oh, furniture don't though, and neither does the back seat of the car. But hey ho, by the time we get home your feet will be dry. and your paws. Now I have the feeling that we're in another part of the moat, because there is a giant ditch to the left of me. And we're very high up in the woods here. Don't know whether you can make it out, but it's a ditch right the way around us, and it must be about 30-40 feet deep. See if we get a better vantage point here, Otis. Maybe that gives you a better idea of it. And it circles around this mound. Otis, this way. Let's walk back in to the woods. I think when we get to the clearing, which looks as if it's up ahead of us, we'll sign off for the day. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little walk around the Gaer Fort / Tredegar Fort / the Gollars. And if you have enjoyed it and liked it, please click on the like, thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe, please click on the subscription button. It's free, and we get to know how many people are enjoying the video. And don't forget the all-important notification bell if you would want to be notified of any future videos. Basically, I think we're producing one a day at the moment. It'll probably ease off as we get a bit fed up of getting up at 4:30 in the morning. But Otis needs out every morning, so why not make a video? Anyway, we're going to say cheerio. Otis, come on boy. Hi, I'm going to say goodbye now. And we'll see these guys next time, okay? He says, where are they? Where are they? Where are they, Dad? You're saying see them? I don't know where they are. Okay. Cheerio everybody. Bye.